And breaking news out of the U.S. Supreme Court this morning, schools can no longer consider race as a factor in college admissions. The cases challenged admissions policies at UNC Chapel Hill and at Harvard. Today's ruling held, quite simply, that those programs violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. The ruling was 6-3, with 3 of the 4 women on the court, Justices Sotomayor, Kagan, and Jackson, in the minority. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion saying, quote, "The student must be treated based on his or her experiences as an individual, not on the basis of race." The dissenting opinion said the ruling rolls back decades of progress.
Reaction to this ruling is already pouring into the newsroom. UNC's chancellor says this is not the decision the school hoped for. And the UNC system president says they are closely reviewing today's decision. WR's Monica Casey joins us live from Chapel Hill now with more reaction to this ruling. Monica.
Well, just like the Supreme Court ruling, people are split about this major decision on affirmative action. I spoke with Andrew Brennan just a few moments ago. He's a UNC Chapel Hill graduate. He's been part of this case, testifying in a lower court about the positive impact of affirmative action. Brennan tells me he's disappointed about this decision, and he feels that the Supreme Court has taken colleges and society a step backward.
When I was a student at UNC, the school was 11% black. In a state like North Carolina, that was 22% black. Clearly, there is still work that needs to be done to improve diversity on campus.
Students for Fair Admissions had argued that the schools were improperly passing over some white and Asian students in favor of black and Hispanic students. I spoke with Kenny Hsu, who is part of the Color Us United group opposing affirmative action, before this ruling came down.
And I think it's a good thing, because where else in American life is race allowed to be a factor in your promotion, hiring, and admissions decisions? Nowhere.
Hsu has also released a statement today celebrating this ruling. Now, this decision says while colleges can't consider race in general in admissions, students cannot be penalized for writing about it in their admissions essays. Renee?
Monica Casey with reaction on this ruling from the Supreme Court, live at UNC. Thank you.
And we're also tracking more reaction here in the W Area Live Center. Just within the last hour, Governor Cooper released a statement about this U.S. Supreme Court ruling. And the governor says, in part, this decision undermines decades of progress made across the country to reduce systemic discrimination and promote diversity on campuses, which is an important part of quality education. The governor went on to say campuses in North Carolina must now work even harder to ensure that all North Carolinians of all backgrounds are represented in higher education.
Ken, thanks. There is still quite a bit to learn from this opinion. The whole thing is 229 pages. It includes the majority opinion and writings from 5 more of the 9 justices on the court. Our NC Capitol team is poring over the case and writing an analysis for you on WRAL.com. We also have a link to the opinion if you want to read it for yourself, and an archive of our coverage of this case from the beginning so you can put this Supreme Court ruling into context.